fighting out of Legacy MMA in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Yeah, I actually trained for like a year and a half before I even decided I wanted to fight. Because I was a wrestler previously, and then I was like, you know, I really like wrestling. Started getting asked if I can fight for the team because I was decent at what I did. So I was like, all right, sounds good. I heard about this fight. People have been saying it's going to be a tough fight. I'm ready for it, and I'm pretty sure I'm a lot tougher than he is, so I'm ready.
Says, hey, you want to fight? Say, yeah, sure, I'll fight.
That's the truth, and that's why if you look at Leo, you can see a scar the size on his head, his face. I mean, he's a pretty looking individual, but he's had busted up moments, and we all have, you know, cauliflower ears, scars, and you know, it's just it's a great sport. We're proud to have it here in Missoula, and I'm so happy that Revolution Cage Combat has been able to bring fights here, because we haven't had fights here. Last time we had fights here, I fought them back in November 2 years ago. You know, it breaks my heart there hasn't been fights here. And I'm so happy that Revolution Cage Combat's brought here. They're shocked. They're great. The crowd loves them. Missoula loves them. I love them. I hope they come back.
Please, with the really good crowd response that we've had, this will not be the last show.
It will not, no, not at all. It is, I'll be disappointed because this is a good sized turnout, good crowd, excited crowd. It's, as you can hear from the last fight, boos and yays. It's good to have emotional crowds like this, and you know, it wouldn't happen any other way. It's awesome. Nothing but good things to say about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to bout number 7. Bout number 7, we have Theron Martin, 8-1, young kid out of Team Wolfpack out of Great Falls,
Montana. Your neck of the woods.
That is my neck of the woods. I've had the pleasure of training with Theron Martin. But right now, currently in the ring, we have Dakota Alpha Male Schnall, undefeated, 6-0 out of Legacy MMA from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Brings an impressive record.
Theron Martin, Team Wolfpack, Great Falls, Montana. My technique is a lot better than his. You know, I've got really good stand-up. I got really good, you know, ground game. Anywhere he takes it, you know, I'll be able to win. I'm just simply more technical and more technically sound than he is. I have a lot more in my arsenal than he does. You know, anything he throws at me, I've already seen before. I'm positive of that.
Here comes Theron Martin making his way to the ring. Theron Martin is a multiple amateur title holder across Montana.
Theron coming in here, looking confident, ready to go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Jared Spear, for coming in.
Thanks a lot.
Commentating on the next fight. Hopefully we'll see you here at the next show, at the next Revolution Cage Combat.
That was RCC. What a great fight that last fight was. This is Eric Showers back here with Leo Mercier. Man, that was a really, really good fight.
That was a great fight. Being a striker, you know, I like Anthony's and Curtis' approach. If I were to judge, I would lean more towards the striker.
And is being brought to us by the Marion Courtyard. Curtis, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 145 pounds, representing Legacy MMA out of Coeur d'Alene, Dakota Alpha Male Schnall. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, also weighing in at 145
Now we have this fight here, bout number 7.
These are two very experienced guys here. Theron Martin at 8-1 and Dakota Schnall at 6-0. We got 14 wins between the two of them.
We're going to look at some high caliber amateur MMA here, folks. Referee bringing in the middle of the cage for final instructions. And I've got some friends and family out of town that would like to watch the fights, and unfortunately couldn't make it, so.
This is going to be an exciting fight, guys. Dakota comes out with a haymaker. Theron seemed to take it very well. I don't know if it landed cleanly, and Theron came back with a body kick there to the left side of Dakota. It looks like Theron with a little fancy Superman punch. These guys are kind of throwing out some crazy stuff here right off the bat. I think these two are matched up very, very equally. This should be a very
Dakota
good fight.
Schnall with the takedown, outside leg trip. Theron Martin's on his back. He's going to have to create a scramble to get out from under there, try and get guard back, hopefully get back to his feet.
I see Joe McMillan over here in Theron's corner kind of coaching him as he's on his back here. Looks like Dakota has him in a rough position. He's kind of trying to go for a full mount here.
Ends up in half guard. Theron Martin got his guard back.
He's got it nice and tight. He's got one underhook and one overhook there.
Utilizing the old heels to the quad. Hopefully do a little bit of damage to the quadriceps.
Now, Leo, does that affect, if a man actually hits it properly or hits it over a period of time, does that actually affect you as the fight progresses?
Absolutely, absolutely. If and when the fight does get back to the feet, your legs are so sore, so beat up, bruised up, banged up from all those heels that it's hard to move, it's hard to hold yourself up. Dakota Alpha Male Schnall in full mount on Theron Martin.
Yeah, Theron is sucking tightly and he's doing very well. He just gave up his back though. He doesn't have his, looks like Dakota's got one hook in, trying to shoot for the other. Theron is kind of looking for a reverse here. This is a very good grappling war. It looks like Dakota might have...
Dakota Alpha Male Schnall sinking into choke. Theron Martin's trying to defend. Theron's defending, he's hand fighting. He's pulling the hand down from his throat. This goes a long way in the experience department, rather than freaking out and panicking in such a very dangerous position that Theron's in. He's staying calm. He's thinking about what he's trained, what he's learned in the gym.
Well, it looked like Dakota came down with a hammer fist as he's trying for an arm bar here. Theron's definitely utilizing the cage very, very well.
Dakota Alpha Male Schnall, tremendous jiu-jitsu, great jiu-jitsu work. Show of respect. Theron Martin helps Dakota Schnall up.
That is a great honor to watch that. Dakota looks a little bit winded over there.
I just heard him mouth that he's gonna puke. Dakota Schnall looks he really exerted himself going for those submissions. Good job on Theron Martin's part to defend those submissions, stay calm, keep his composure.
That was a hard round to judge. I'm definitely glad I'm on this side of the microphone and not sitting in their position.
Absolutely. We got the best seats in the house for Revolution Cage Combat.
We got Revolution Cage Combat's media guy over here, Eric Dunn. He has done a fantastic job with this show. Couldn't ask for a better guy to be on the program here. He's done a fabulous job.
I like his hair. It's so feathery and wavy. It looks like he used his beat all soft soon.
You know, Eric came over here from Great Falls and did a lot of interviews with these guys last minute, and he did a very great job. And he does have nice hair.
I actually went to school with Eric Dunn, middle school and high school. I gotta get with him and to figure out what his youthful secret is. I look 10 years older than him. What a handsome devil. Goddamn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, going into round number 2. Theron Martin, 8-1 against Dakota Schnall. Theron Martin with a spinning back kick.
You know, Dakota Schnall looks a little bit tired here. Theron's kind of got his energy level. He's not even really breathing hard. He almost looks like he came out in the first.
Theron Martin staying calm, looking for an opening.
These are two very intelligent fighters. Neither one of them are really being very aggressive here in the first.
Spinning back kick by Theron Martin.
Excuse me.
Good kick by alpha male Schnall. You see the range. These guys are very good at finding their range.
Very good.
In and out.
Very, very good punch to the abdomen there by Theron Martin. He caught Dakota right on the button.
Dakota Schnall went down hard. A knee to the midsection by Theron Martin. Dakota Schnall dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Theron Martin gives Dakota Schnall with his looks like Theron Martin is showing a very good sign of respect. He gave Dakota Schnall a very hard knee to the abdomen, and what a great show of respect. That was, I'm truly blessed to feel like I watched that amateur fight there.
Wow, good fight. Theron Martin improves his record to 9-1.
We're going to try to get a word with Joe McMillan, the coach here. If Joe wants to step outside here and give us a word quickly on his view of the fight. Joe, that was a very good fight between these two fighters. They showed some great respect in there. Theron caught him with a hard knee. What was your take on the fight there?
You know, we were expecting that he wanted to take it to the ground being a wrestler. You know, we knew Theron's got a great stand-up. He's got a great arsenal of game-stopping finish knockout punches, and that's what you're seeing here is the shot to the body, and it stopped the fight, and that's what we were looking for.
I absolutely agree. That was one of the better amateur fights I've seen in a long time, and the sign of respect is just a great thing to watch between these two great fighters. There was 14 wins before this fight between the two of them, and only one loss. That's great. It's great to see Theron take the victory and hand Dakota his first loss.